Hi, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. This is Flosstube number 40. Yes, it probably won't be too long, but anything new in my life? No, not really. I have a very boring life. Just cross stitching like crazy, a little bit of diamond painting, a little bit of coloring. I didn't go anywhere. Today I did. I had to have something notarized, so I went to town. So I was going to go to my bank to have it notarized, but I would have had to go through town and several signal lights, and my car was supposed to have been inspected by the end of last month, and it's still not inspected. So I'm like, no, because the cops are all on Main Street, blah, blah, blah. My son was supposed to have done it last Friday, but they are in quarantine because of a COVID case, so he couldn't do it last Friday. So I'm like, I'm just going to go to my little town and go to the town clerk's office because there's never any cops around. It's a very little town. There's one signal light. It's dead. There's not much there. There's a gas station. There's a Dollar General. There's the salon where I go. There's a dry cleaner. There's a couple churches. And there's a little diner and a pizza place. The school's there too. Nothing. That's it. It's just little. You can stand on the corner of the two main roads and you see everything except the school because the school's up over the knoll. Everything's right there. You can see the post office, all that. It's right there. So I'm like, I'm just going to go to that town because there's not any cop cars or anything. I'll go to the town clerk's office. So I go to pull in where you go to the town clerk's office, and there sits the sheriff's car was a state trooper doing speed control. Yeah, and I had to drive right past him, but I wasn't going to act guilty or anything, and he didn't even bother me. He's just trying to get people for speeding, and mostly the tractor trailers, because the speed limit's 30, and there is a railroad track right there, and the tractor trailers come down off that hill, and I think he tries to nab them. So I was safe, got what I needed notarized, and left and came home. I've already cleaned the bathroom. Today was bathroom day, so that is done. And I'm gonna just make my Flosstube video. Happy Mail. I got one thing of Happy Mail. And that is the new just cross stitch issue. It wasn't bent when I got it. I put it in, I have one of those little cloth bins, canvas bins, and that's where I put my whips and my finishes for my videos. So everything's ready for my Flosstube video. Well, I set something on top of it and it got wrinkled. Anyways, I really, really want to do this. Santa Claus, isn't he beautiful? Yeah. He is beautiful. I want to do that. There's a couple other things in here that I really like. And the other thing is, and I did a flip through of this on my channel. Oh, I want to do this Happy Thanksgiving. Have a Happy Thanksgiving. I'd like to do that. I know I have perforated paper, but I don't know if I have brown. The other thing that I really want to do is, they got Hanukkah stuff this time. Oh, and I like this Waiting for Santa, and it's framed in one of those embroidery hoops. That's one of the cheapest way to frame things, because you can add a little bit of ribbon and stuff on it, and it'll look pretty. So that's called Waiting for Santa. I would like to do that sometime. And the other thing I would like to do, and I got to cover up the pattern, is the Gnome snow globe. Look at that. And that's done on a small hoop too, finished. So, yeah. Those are like a couple of the things in here that I would like to do. Don't mind the spots. It's just water. I was doing dishes before I came in here, and I noticed I got water spots all over my shirt. It's not stained. I've been throwing out my stained shirts. I have so many clothes that I'm like, something gets stained really bad on it, or it gets a little hole, it's out the door. Okay, I would like to do also this Christmas elf. Isn't he freaking adorable? Yes, please. I want to do him too. And then there's another cute thing. It's called No Place Like Gnome, and it's a gnome family. They also include a chart for a baby in case you're having a baby. And since I had two boys, I don't have to cross stitch the girl over here. I can cross stitch this boy on both ends because I had two sons. How cute is that? And then you just find something that says your last name, right? Another cute one, Cocoa Hot Tub. Look at that. You got a gingerbread man, and you have a snowman made of marshmallows, and it says warm winter wishes. Yeah, they're just going to dissolve in there. They're going to melt in the hot tub. And I think that was it. Yep. Now, if some of you have been getting this magazine for quite a while and you're doing the stitch-along, the last one came out, so it is now completed. Yep. It is now completed. And so that is that from that magazine that I really would like to do. Yep. Finish. I have a finish. So this is a stitch along. It started September 1st. It lasts for 6 months. There is a Facebook group for this. It's Oh Christmas Tree Sale. Go check it out on Facebook. The link is down below. I stitched a tiny bit of this in September, and then last Tuesday I think it was, I pulled it out and I said I'm going to finish it. And it's done. Oh, Christmas Tree Stitch Along. Now the pattern calls for stitching the whole thing all in one color with this green. But I saw someone stitch this on a Flosstube video, and they did the birds in red. And I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. And I used a gold, I think it's a Weeks Dye Works for the red, or yeah, for the star. And then I used Liberty from Weeks Dye Works for the birds. And the floss I used is what it called for, and I can't reach it. I don't know, but it's what it called for, and I had bought like 5 skeins, and I think I only used 1.5, not even a half. I loved stitching this. I really enjoyed it. I worked on this during Zooms and watching YouTube videos. The fabric is, well, if I pull out my project sheet, I can tell you what the everything is I used. So I didn't write down the fabric. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I already owned the fabric. I thought I bought the fabric, but I didn't write down what the fabric was. The green is Valdani floss, and it's olive green. The pattern is Oh Christmas Tree by All Through the Night. I started it on September 5th. I worked on it September 5th, September 14th, October 12th, October 13th, October 14th, and I finished it October 15th. So, yeah, it's done. I am thrilled. I don't know how I'm going to frame this or finish it. I'll probably take it with me to like Hobby Lobby the next time I go to see what they have. I have 2 finishes I need to take with me to Hobby Lobby. Whips. I have some whips. Okay, I am working on Snuggle This Muggle. There was a Harry Potter-a-thon this past weekend on YouTube. It was with the coloring community. Some colored, some diamond painted, some cross-stitched. There was a cake made. There was all kinds of crafty and hobby things going on. So I printed this up from Etsy and I started it, and I'm working on it. So I have Snug this. I have the hat, the lightning bolt. I do have the owl done. The owl is up here and there's another star. So I do have the owl and the other star. I didn't take it off this because this is what I'm currently working on. And this is my cryptid stitch-along. This is cryptids. I am caught up. We get a new one every Friday. So, yeah. So, this week's was, what was it called? Hopkins Goblin. Hopkins Goblin. But, yeah, I'm caught up. And this goes on through January. So, every Friday we get a new cryptid. Except for the last Friday of every month, you get a break so that you can catch up. And then I believe it's Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. There won't be any cryptids. So you get a break there as well. But I am enjoying this so much. So this I will be working on this Friday when the new cryptid comes out. So that's what I'll be working on next. Because I will show you what I'm working on next, but this is one of them. This zipper does not like to... What do you put on the zipper to make it more so it works better? Is it soap? Okay, the other thing that I worked on was my Animal Crossing stitch-along. This is on 28 count Monaco cream. It was a piece I had left over. And so far we have this. It started, we got the frame in like November so you could get it stitched up. And then January 1st is when you got your first character, and then you get a new character, or January 15th. So the 15th of every month we get a new character. The one for October was Isabel. Yes. Isn't she cute? But look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. So 2 more. So November 15th I get one, and December 15th. And then it's done. I am enjoying this. This takes me a couple hours to do one. They're very small. Very easy to do. So, and this is a Christmas gift. So it will be done on time for Christmas. I will not finish it until after I give it to the person, and they can choose whether they want it framed or made into a pillow. What else? Okay, what I'm stitching on next. So I'm working on this. Friday is cryptids. And also this weekend is the 24 hours of cross stitch. There is a Facebook group called hashtag 24 hours of cross stitch. And the hashtag for this weekend is hashtag 24HOCS. I am having an open Zoom all weekend long. I will be in and out. I had a family function come up Saturday, so I will be gone for a couple hours. But I have people that will be hosting, that will take my place in my Zoom. If you are not on my email list or in, sorry, I got coffee, hold on. That's good. 24 hours of cross stitch. So I will have a Zoom. If you want to be in on the Zoom and you are a cross stitcher, please email me or Facebook message me. You don't need to if you are in the Zoom link messenger chat and if you are already on my email list for my Wednesday Zooms, because I'm just mailing. I'm going to email out to all those people. Also, Jen's Creation Walls, she has a Facebook group. I am going to post the Zoom in there as well. The Zoom opens Eastern Standard Time Friday at 10 a.m. and it closes at 11:59 p.m. Sunday night. So use a timer if you want. You don't have to keep track of how many hours, but you try to get in 24 hours in 3 days. Stitch as much as you can. You can come in and out of Zoom. If you can only do half an hour of Zoom, that's fine. You can come in every day. I don't care. Just bring it in. Bring in your cross stitching. And there is also enabling. Don't be afraid to enable any of us because we're just as guilty. So what I plan on working on this weekend, besides the cryptids, I want to, where is she? I am going to work some more on Enchantress. It's from Doreen Jones. And I have this much done on her. So I want to get some more done. So I have a quarter of it done. She's going to be so pretty. And I backstitched as I went along. This thing, I frogged like 4 times the same section. And then I realized it wasn't the section that needed frogging. It was the one next to the section that was off. Yeah. Yes, even I frog sometimes. Somebody needs to take care of those frogs and just boil up those legs so we can eat them instead of having to unstitch them. So I'm planning on working on that. And so I'll probably do that one day. So Friday will be cryptids. And then I'll work on Enchantress. And if I get a quarter of that done, I am going back to S is for Stitcher. It is from Cross Country Stitching, June 2008 issue. And the last time I worked on this was the last 24 hours of cross stitch, and that was during the Olympics. So, yeah. I'm still working on it, But I'm hoping to work on some more, at least this section here, finish up this section, which I don't know how much is left of that section. Where's the picture of it? I will find it for you and I will show you what it will look like. S is for Stitcher 27. Okay, so here's what it looks like. So I have all of this here to do. So I think I can do that in one day. I don't think it'll be an issue. Yeah, I started this. Oh my gosh. When did I start this? Do I have that on here? S is for Stitcher. Projects. Don't know. I don't think so. I need to do that. I know when I started it, it's written down in another, in my old planner. So I will do a new project paper for this one so I can write it down. I know this is 28 count Monaco and DMC floss. But I am enjoying this very, very much. Yep. So that'll be for this weekend as well. So that's it as far as what I'm working on next. So that stuff will keep me busy. Oh, I was going to show how to do French knots. I can do it on the fabric I'm working on. Okay, so Facebook groups. 22 Stash Be Gone. Go check it out. What that is starts January 1st. Anything that you have bought up from past to December 31st, 11:59 p.m. Even if it comes in after January 1st, as long as you purchased it before January 1st, you can use it as your Stash Be Gone. You can, for cross-stitching, you can buy fabric and floss next year to work on the patterns. For crochet and knitting, use up the yarn you have. Puzzles, do the puzzles you already have. Diamond painting, use a diamond paint you already have. If you are going to work on a diamond painting you already have, you can buy the sparklers and all that to embellish your diamond painting, but you have to own, well, you have to have paid for the diamond painting by January 1st. Any hobby, any craft, your planners, use up anything that you've purchased up until January 1st. So I have sticker books. I'm using up all my sticker books. Anything. I canceled my Cocoa Daisy. Anything that I have purchased up until January 1st is counting towards my 22 Stash Be Gone in my planners. Hold on. Coloring. Your coloring books. Color in the coloring books you haven't yet, or give love to all your coloring books that you already own. If you pre-ordered them, but they're paid for by January 1st, then that counts. If you receive them, if you don't pay for them till after January 1st, they don't count as 22 Stash Be Gone. You can include buying the markers and the pencils and whatever else you need, because we run out of colors, we need new colors. So the pencils and the markers, they're a supply that you need for the coloring books. Yeah. Just Cross Stitch Magazine, any of the cross stitching magazines, any of the knitting magazines, crochet, whatever magazines that you get, if you're already subscribed to them by January 1st, you've already purchased them. You've paid for your subscription. You can still work out of them next year because they're already paid for. So I hope that helps that. I am starting January 1st a Lawn Dog Sampler Stitch-A-Lawn, and it's hashtag Lawn Dog Along 22. It's any lawn dog sampler, and it can include a whip. If you've already started it, pull it out January 1st. Let's get some stitches in. We are there to encourage each other. We have also decided, I'm looking for that. Because I wrote it down, and of course now I can't find it. We are going to do a, maybe it is on the back. Okay, for the Lawn Dog Sampler Stitch-A-Lawn, we are going to do a Zoom once a month. It will be the last Friday of every month. We will do a Zoom from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to show our progress on Lawn Dog Sampler. And if you have questions, if you are a new stitcher, you're running into issues, you need some help, that's what the Zoom is for. It's only going to be for an hour just to show, and I will include the link to the Zoom in the Lawn Dog Sampler Stitch Along Facebook group. And this will be run, the Zoom will be run by Kaya, but we're using my Zoom because she doesn't have one and there's no sense in her paying for one. So Kaya will be in charge of that, but we're using my Zoom. So we can, we'll share that the last Friday of every month. The Oh Christmas Tree, that Facebook group is still going on. It runs from September 1st to March 1st. So, yeah, you have plenty of time to work on that. If you haven't started it yet, you still have plenty of time. The Facebook group is linked below. The Hocus Pocus, I Need Coffee to Focus Stitch-A-Lon is still going on as well. I believe that started also September 1st and goes to March 1st. And that will be, that's hosted by Brian. And yeah, that link is below for that. Showing how to do French knots. Let me switch cameras real quick. I'm going to show you how to do a French knot. Okay. This is how I do them. And I was told, I taught this to a few people in one of my Zooms. They said that they got it. It clicked. So this is how to do a French knot. Let me secure. I need my glasses. I need my glasses. Let me get this started. I'm just going to run it under a few stitches here so that I can pull it out when I'm done. And we come up in a hole, okay? Now, I hold onto it and I wrap it twice. I don't go down in the same exact hole. I go right down next to it. Right down next to it. And I hold this. I hold it. Hold it. And there's your French knot. Okay. Come up the hole. I wrap it around twice. 1, 2. Go down in that next hole and I hold that thread with my finger. It keeps it tight. And there's your French knot. Sorry. Oh my. There's something in the air. So I'm hoping that I can pull this back out of my fabric. But that's how you do a French knot. That is the easiest way that I know how. And I can get them perfect just about every single time because I'm holding on to that thread or floss. And you hold on to it tight. Yep. So there's that. That's how you do a French knot. I hope that helped. Let's see. Okay. I hope that helped you. And if you have any other questions or you want me to show you something else, let me know. I am always willing to help anybody out that needs it. Oh my gosh. Something's in the air all of a sudden. But that's it for today. Yeah. Oh, I had a list of 9 whips that I have been working on, and I finished 2. So last week I finished Halloween Club Stitch Along from Shannon Christine, and then I just finished Oh Christmas Tree. So now I'm down to 7. One is Halloween Gnomes, the Enchantress, which I just showed you, Hocus Pocus Stitch Along, the Christmas Club Stitch Along by Shannon Christine, the Animal Crossing Stitch Along by Cunning, and the Cryptid Stitch Along that's going by the Witchy Stitchy, something like that. And then the S is for Stitcher. I didn't count this because I just started this, but yeah, I want to finish this too. Next year, there's a couple of Stitch Along, well, 2 of them are ongoing now. I've been printing them up as we get the new patterns. I will probably stitch them next year. One is the Nightmare Before Christmas Stitch Along, and the other one is Tales as Old as Time. And then starting in November, we get the frame. There is a Christmas classic stitch along based on like the TV shows like Rudolph, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, all of those classic Christmas shows. We do get the frame in November to stitch up. And then December 1st, wait a minute. No, it does start in November. November, I don't know whatever the date is, up until I think December 24th, we get a new pattern every day of a character. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be starting it in November. I probably should. But yeah, those are 3 stitch-alongs coming up. Or, well, 2 are ongoing now, and 1's coming up. But I need to finish a few more of these. There is a, I forget the name of it. I didn't write it down. Crystal's Crafty Creations is doing an event the first weekend of November, which is November 5th, 6th, and 7th. You get in 24 hours, as much as you can, and finish projects. So my Hocus Pocus Stitch Along and the Halloween Gnomes, I'm bringing out that weekend to finish. So that'll be 2 more things knocked off this list to finish. So yeah, let me know what else you guys would like, what I can help you with. I am always here for you. If you want to meet up in a Zoom and I can help you there, that's fine. I don't always answer my phone right away. I do other things around the house. And if I am reading or listening to a book, I pretty much ignore my phone. So if I don't answer you right away, it's because I'm kind of busy. But that's it for today. Love you guys. I will see you in next week's Flosstube. You all have a great stitchy week. Bye-bye.